Morning. Sorry for the delay. I didn't want to eat toast directly into the mic. That seems rude and awful. So yeah. It's been a weird morning. Now that we have the correct game up and rolling here. You may notice our account balance is way higher than it was before. I've been replaying through the luxury missions on this account. Or on this save, I should say. I have not touched any of the storyline stuff or any of the purchasable houses. Just the luxury missions that we already did on the other save. So that if there's one we want to pick up and renovate, we should be able to. Good morning, good morning. We gonna flip some houses, and by that we're gonna look at the mail and do some stuff. Let's do some gardening to start. As husband mows lawn, first time since wedding day, more than he had to, flower beds oblivion, need garden to be perfect, blah 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 blah, sure. Flipping the mail then. How's your day going so far? Mine's been a bit chaotic already, but that's how it would be. Oh yeah, this is half a garden. Yep. We could try to make this all nice and symmetrical and match. Or we could just stick flowers in the ground and hope for the best. I'll try a little to match, but I'm not gonna worry too much about it. They wanted it perfect, they should have hired better professional. Sure. These go around the thing. Alright. I can't see. Crouch? Crouch. That's not helping. Also, to make them even and perfect, I'd have to be able to see. Here, sure. I managed to put these in a triangle and not a square. Alright, alright. We'll just stick one there and call it good. Chilling on the couch with the cat sleeping on you, so you're not going anywhere anytime soon. Yeah. Yeah, I know those feels. There. That matches perfectly, right? Yeah, absolutely perfect. Yep. Bust out the office gif of these are the same picture, because they're identical. Zone 1 complete. Buy a hammock. Okay. Zone 5 complete. Zone 3. What am I selling? That one? No. That one? No. No. That. Okay. Sometimes do I need to go to the bathroom? Do you look so comfortable? Yeah. Yeah, I understand that. We'll just sell the stones from underneath this grill. That's how physics works. Had her need to go to work? Yeah. Sometimes when I'm not out of bed yet, but awake, my husband will put a sleepy, cuddly cat on me, which is very nice and cozy, but not incentivizing me to get out of bed at all. Where am I supposed to put this other shrub? How do you sell a bush? Don't worry about it. I guess we shove it here next to the grill? No? Was I supposed to have made 2 of them fit there? It's a large bush. Maybe I was supposed to have bought a smaller one? Maybe I just moved the grill. Sometimes this game gets unhappy when you move things out of the zone they were in. There! Zone 3 complete. This one time Rosie didn't want to get off of me, even when I was moving like one of those bull rides. Yeah, both of the cats have gotten real good at aggressive snuggling. Where you like try to gently move to get them to leave of their own volition, but instead they just cuddle in harder and look at you like you're killing them. Yeah. Both cats are good at that. Place some concrete slabs. They were probably supposed to go over here, that's fine. Aw, smart kitty. Apparently I can't just put the paving block under the grill. I can sell them from under the grill. Here. And I'm gonna put one more to make it look decent. Here. Sure, we'll just slap a sofa here. Perfect. This doesn't look like outdoor patio furniture, but you're right. Also, it's ugly, but hey, what do I know? Also doesn't match this furniture. This is a terrible patio. I'm just gonna come out and say it. What am I missing? 4. Where's 4? Here. Only gardening were this easy. And maybe I wouldn't be so terrible at it. We're done! We're the best gardeners! I'm one of those people who is the most awful with plants. I have killed cactuses from neglect. Yeah, I'm real bad with plants. Yeah, that's kind of impressive. In a bad way. It's easier when they're outside. I don't know, if we ever... Sure, we'll make an outdoor gym. We ever can find a, property that... a house we can afford, that we like, sometime in the next 2,000 years, the way it's going. Excuse me. Then, we will probably hire someone to do lawn stuff. Unless we're living right by our friend who, he enjoys gardening a lot. And I've told him that if we live close enough by... Good distance on that pallet. He could just have our garden. As long as he takes care of the yard, he can do literally whatever he wants with it. But other than that, we'd probably just do a lawn service to just not have to worry about it. Cleaning up the piles of junk. All the stuff. Sunflowers and carrots planted last year, never even harvested the carrots. Oops. Now let's start digging this up here. Harvesting carrots needs to be ready to use carrots before they go bad. Do carrots freeze? I know a lot of vegetables freeze well. Or make like a stew. Or soup to freeze, like a split pea. Hydrate! And in this case, also caffeinate. Because it's technically morning. For me, anyway. That's true, you do want to chop them for stew. I am not the foodsmith of the house, so... I bake sometimes. Not recently, because we have a super tiny kitchen, so I don't really have room. Coffee technically dehydrates, so can you really hydrate with coffee? Yes, and also I'm drinking a soda, so... I drink coffee once in a blue moon. My, caffeine tends to be, soda. I have some sparkling water that's caffeinated, and tea. Dude, not only full of energy to harvest carrots, also chop them. Fair. Very, very fair. I mean, at worst, they decompose and refertilize. That's cool, you can pick up the seeds with food stamps. That's super neat. I like that. I know there's some, community gardens, but they have a, rental fee. Well, like a maintenance fee. Carrots, yes. Sunflowers, no, even though you can eat sunflower seeds. Yeah, I guess, because they would be classified as a flower and not necessarily a food. I can see the logic in that, at least. Could have been growing them for eating. They don't know that. That's true, but at least I see the... I'm sure it's a broad categorical thing. Oh, come on. Just dig the weirdly textured gravel, rock, dirt stuff. Yeah, fruit sunflowers are pretty easy. I think I've got most of the trash. Let's do some... Yep, I think that's all the trash, so let's do some cleaning, and then we will mow, and oop, there's peace. And then we'll get the weeds while we mow. Oh, what color sunflowers did you get? I didn't know they came in different colors either. That doesn't surprise me, but I don't think I've ever seen any. This is how one cleans graffiti. Spray a hose generally in the direction and hope for the best. Alright, let's mow the lawn and get the weeds. Variety from yellow to reddish. That sounds pretty. I like that. I've read food stamps, but always wondered how they work. I have not either, but from what I understand, the current usage of them is usually on a card. Almost like a debit card sort of thing that's loaded with value. And the value is determined by usually income level and number of dependents in the household. And there's basically certain categories of things that you can use them on. That usually, there's usually, if you pay attention, if you're, I don't know if you're stateside or not, but in states there'll be, like in grocery stores and gas stations and stuff even, and supermarkets, there'll be, a note that they accept them, because they have to have the software to recognize and parse the categories and stuff. And sometimes it'll be marked on signage in the aisles as to if it applies. Freshly cut grass, it warms my heart. It is not just about anyone. It is, like I said, an income thing usually. Income and dependence. You're more likely to qualify if you have kids. This section we just want bike racks. Let's just do that now here. Perfect. Yeah, the state's good about some things and miserable about others. At least in this city, there are a lot of independent places, like kitchens and pantries and stuff. That don't generally care. That basically if you show up, I mean, if you are there with, or depending on what you need and what they have, but... Yeah, the social program maximum, or and for what you can make, or you don't qualify, or make too much and you don't qualify, it's a mess. It bugs me a lot, especially the disability ones. The disability limits are so terrible. The disability ones are, I think this is federal, but it's such that if you have more in your, you can't have more than $2,000 ever, or you get cut off. It's so awful. Heaven forbid you attempt to save up to not have to need it anymore. This isn't part of the section, but we're gonna fill it in to look nice. Do. There. There. I don't think I can get that line easily. Oh, the amount of abuse on those systems is very, very low. And honestly, I don't care. Sign up takes a while, you give you back pay, make sure you get it. Yeah, and if it's too much, then yeah, it's just... The whole thing is miserable and dumb. That's gonna be too wide. Let's do the next one down here. Bureaucracy! Woo! Also, if only seeding grass was this easy. When lawn doesn't take, it's super hideous looking, and a pain, and expensive. My mom had that issue at a place, and it never looked quite right. It definitely wasn't for lack of trying. There! Pretty! Let's get some plants in here. We've got 4 to place, so let's attempt to space them nicely. 1. 2. 3 and 4. Okay, let's plant them. Able to use them on so much more than you used to, apparently. Yeah. I think you can do, like, toiletries and stuff like that now. As well. I could be wrong on that. That does remind me, with the weather being colder and more people likely to be at shelters and stuff, I should probably do a cursory look at the ones in the area and see what they need and drop off a box of some stuff. It's not so much businesses being more accommodating as the government expanding the list of what it can apply to, because that's all decided at a governmental level. I don't know if that's federal oversight or if it's state level. Ads and stuff are generally needed. Yeah, usually. That's always a necessity. Socks this time of year are always real good, too. Don't mind me, I'm just meandering around and taking care of various zones as I feel like it. Do the sidewalk. Plant some shrubs. Or if there's something like that here where you live, guess you'd have to check. Eh. I do always recommend if there's any shelters that once in a while, if one is able to keep an eye on their needs list and pick up some stuff. Especially, this is just me personally, especially if it's not religious affiliated. But a lot of them are. And those all good luck looking. Yeah. I'll take them on a case-by-case basis. Basically, as long as they're not discriminatory about who they service, then I'm cool with it. And I do know of a couple in the area, which is nice. Mostly informative, just curious. Oh, I understand. I have natural curiosity, and I like to be able to share information on things in general. Also stuff that can be stigmatized, that people don't like to talk about. I like to just openly discuss and humanize and destigmatize. And government assistance programs fall under that, because people tend to be... There's a stigma around it, so I like to try to let people know that there are options, and if you need them, they're there, and it's all cool. It's also why I openly talk about mental health and therapy and that sort of thing, too. What else do you like to talk about in that vein? Chin hands. mostly destigmatizing mental health and therapy and maintenance medication for depression and stuff, and things that I have personal experience in. Alright, so we have this big area. We did all of these. We have this section over here with a bench and some paving and some shrubs and stuff. Like to know things, especially helpful information, so if anyone wonders, I can help them. Yes, exactly! I like accumulating helpful information to dispense to people that can use it. It is satisfying that I've had some very close friends tell me that they were a lot more open to the idea of mental health medication and care, because I have always been very, very open about it and my experiences with it. Because it's important stuff and it doesn't work for everyone, but I appreciate when people can at least see it as an option and tell people what to expect, because brain meds are weird and can take a while to know whether they work, and it's real frustrating, especially if you don't know what to expect. Because people don't like to talk about it. Rabble, rabble, rabble. Stupid things with stigma that don't need them. That looks really ugly. Let's space these out. Spread the knowledge wealth? Yeah. Personally, much luck with brain meds. You know, it happened. I didn't feel comfortable going out to get permission for a refill, so... Well, if you ever need assistance along those lines, I will go and be moral support. I do not mind. A very, very good friend of mine was having a bad mental health and anxiety day, and the idea of having to go to places to return things that needed to be returned and find some new things was just not great, and so we made a day of it, and I went around and was moral support. It was fun. We had a good time. I'm pretty sure at least one of the employees that we interacted with that day at one of the clothing stores thought we were partners, which is entertaining. Because I was doing the none of those stores were my sort of place, so I was just like following along and being like, yeah, whatever, here, try this on. Or, oh, you're looking for this, here, I'll help with this. And just waiting outside, like, dressing room, just chilling. I pointed it out later on, and she agreed and was entertained. New person prescribed them. One day I called in having all those weird side effects. Just wait out the side effects, see if they go away. Unfortunately, that is... Oh, but those aren't common side effects. Well, that's less helpful. I will tell you that with brain meds, that is actually a legit thing, though. Whenever I have a medication change or even a dosage change, I tend to feel really, really ill for about 2 weeks, and then it clears up. So I plan for that now. But that's one of those things that isn't as common of knowledge as it should be. But there definitely are cases where it's like the side effects being severe enough. It's like I'm actually above label on my daily maintenance med for depression and anxiety, and it does give me some side effects that I wouldn't have otherwise. But, personally, the side effects are not as bad as dealing with the anxiety and depression. So right now it's still manageable, and it's a trade-off that I am totally fine with. Antidepressants need to take daily. Yep. Therapists see daily. Need to help. There's still things. Oh yeah, for sure. Some of it is stuff that's still a thing that happens now. Yeah. It's important to find a provider that you're comfortable talking to. I just finally started being able to see a therapist again fairly recently. I was on the wait list for a while because of insurance. He was concerned that I was above label on my meds, and he's like, well, I have a psych friend that I consult with, and then I mentioned the name of my psych. He's like, oh, that's the guy I just messaged, so we're probably good. I was very entertained by that. Forced into it by roommate. Oh yeah, it's tough when you don't feel like it's your decision, sort of thing. But I will tell you straight up that if you ever need emotional, moral, whatever support for that sort of thing, you let me know. I'm here. I care about my friends. Yeah, I'm on a daily med for depression and anxiety. I just call it my daily maintenance med. I'll probably be on it for the rest of my life, and that's fine. It helps me be able to function. It's not the first one I was on, and not the first dosage I was on for it. It took a while, and it sucked. Don't feel comfortable taking pills for this. Person's like, we'll do a small dosage and work up, which, yeah, that's not good. That's not gonna help. Problem was being comfortable at any dosage, not that the dosage was higher than you were comfortable with. Yeah, that sucks. I get it. Well, like I said, if you ever try again, and it does sound like I'm ripping Velcro, you were correct. If you ever want to try again and need a med partner or someone to talk to, you holler. I'll be in there. Apparently we're putting in a gym. This is a very weird gym. Not sure so we're able to constantly afford meds. For generics, actually a lot of them are real cheap, even without insurance. And some of the places, pharmacy places have like a program thing that they'll tell you about that makes it a lot more affordable if you pick them up from there. Yeah, pharmacists are wonderful wealths of knowledge. I have absolutely, like, every now and then if I have something that I feel might be related to something that I've taken. In fact, one time I knew it was, and I'm like, we were on our way to urgent care with my roommate, and, on a hunch we actually have like, well, the pharmacy is on the way. Let's just ask the pharmacist and maybe we'll save a visit. And, she was just like, oh yeah, this, and this. Maybe discontinue that and talk to your doctor. Like, okay. Like, that's not normal. This is what's going on. Don't want to figure out what the word would work best for my brain while the world is so on fire, being a weird variable. That's fair. Okay, along well enough for now. Well, I'm proud of you for keeping on keeping on. I want you to know that. And I support you. Gym vertical pipe. This sure is a pipe in the ground. What a weird outdoor gym setup. I mean, not the way I've laid it out, which is not nearly enough space for everything, but that's a different problem. But just in general. Looks nicer. It's strange. We're done! But for sure, one of the most important things for— wow, that's a great angle. Thanks, game. One of the most important things for me was finding a psych and therapist that I felt were listening and working with me, and that I trusted as a result, and it felt like we were a team. Best view! Enjoy the view from inside this tree. Once I had that, everything got a lot easier. Let's do a house one. I don't even know what we're doing in this house. I just thought it was a house one and clicked OK. Okay, so we're gonna clean dirt. Working too much anxiety, not working enough to have money, and stress because not food and stuff. Yeah, it's a tricky balance for sure. There. Apparently we're knocking a wall here. Bam. Well, bam. And there's also a lot of good resources out there that aren't super easy to, or that aren't super well known, but you have a lot of friends and former coworkers that will definitely help you find what you're looking for, so don't be afraid to reach out if you need a hand with anything. Yeah, I have watched a another streamer play Power Wash Simulator. It is currently on my wish list. We're selling these. I'm gonna have to move this table, aren't I? You live here for a sec. Also this lamp. Lamp, hang out here. Yeah, UBI would be helpful for a lot of things. Not gonna disagree with you there. Oh, you'd be the best storytime costume character reader. Oh, you are good at it. No question. I mean, I guess I could paint this white so it looks a little less jarring. Also, I missed that I had a perk. Sure. It's not even reading, it's just being basically a fursuit. I mean, but you're still really good with kids and acting and all of that. Like, you are fantastic at that. Good at making sure the characters don't look dead. I mean, yes. Okay, so far pretty easy, Reno. Let's see what else we got. We're just sort of updating some of the furniture, huh? Easy job. As the Easter Bunny went in for interview, didn't even know someone was in the suit until they suddenly moved. Well, that's terrifying. Ugh. Gonna give some kids nightmares. And also me. That would give me nightmares. Okay, bedroom's done. Bathroom's fine. I'm guessing one of these rooms is gonna have a lot of work to do because so far it's been extremely easy. Or it's just a lot of rooms. Cleaning up the basement. Cleaning up the basement. Ah, here we go. Here's where the bulk of the work is. Turning this into a gaming room. Hey look, our fans are following us. Although technically it's just someone else's fans, I guess. Yeah, like I said, you were super good with kids. Doop doop doo. Painting time. More paint. See what we have going in here. All sorts of stuff. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, I suppose I should use the gray, I guess. It technically wants both. Visibility is awful when token to be Pikachu. Kid was scared, so it's like, okay, no getting close to that kid, just bow as I pass by. Yeah, I've been a Pikachu handler before. That one in particular has terrible visibility. Okay, I think what I want to do is put all this stuff out here for a moment. as I figure out how everything's gonna fit, because there isn't a ton of space in here to work with. There. Okay. This desk is huge. Let's start with the desk. Oh, excellent. I think the rest of it is just furniture that comes back in. Yeah, there isn't a ton for that sort of thing around here. All I can really think of is, I mean, not right now, obviously, but like the Children's Museum, maybe. I could see having maybe a thing for a need for something like that once in a while. I don't know. What an ugly computer case. Shook Daffy Duck's hand so hard the person started jumping up and down. Oh, fun. I don't think Dave and Buster's has any, like, mascot sort of characters, but that might be worth looking into. There's a lot of casters on that chair. Holy cow. Ugly ceiling lights. All even better than Chuck E. Cheese. Probably. Yeah, I've heard stories about Chuck E. Cheese from people. I mean, to be fair, that's kind of what Five Nights at Freddy's is based on. Just a bit. Why are these not all speakers? More than just that, but still. Yeah. But that is kind of the ubiquitous one. Why is there a sound bar in addition to all these speakers? This is a weird setup. They're not wall mounted, so they don't look like a surround speaker set. Yay, everything done. Woot! Hello, hello. My weekend was fine. Yesterday I did a lot of just hanging out and relaxing, because it was a week last week with some capital letters. You know how it be. Time is fake, I hardly know what happened. Yeah, fair. And yourself? I saw you were playing some Pokemon Snap. I was working on some stuff, so I didn't have it tuned in, but I definitely did see playing. Writing fanfiction is more productive than my yesterday, so you're doing good. I put in laundry and then forgot to put it into the dryer, so my laundry is having another go in the washer today. Granddad's Japanese garden. Okay. Finished all the core snap maps on Snap. Nice! So you did all your 100%ing? I've been playing it a little bit off and on, just to chill. All Diamond Pokedex, that'll take a while. Oh goodness. Swen, switch code over Facebook? Yeah, sure! You may have to remind me to actually find mine and do the thing, but yes, absolutely. Cleaning the walls, cleaning the walls. Doop de doop doop doo. Weed in the garden. Yeah, I'll take a look when I'm done. Thank you. Yeah, I've come to the conclusion I'm probably going to pick up Arceus. I don't think I'm going to stream it. It looks like enough of a departure from the standard formula. Because I got kind of tired of the mainline games. I haven't really had any interest in Sword and Shield, to be honest. Yeah, you were telling me you got first hold in the library. That's awesome. Figure I'll grab all the weeds. I actually don't know a ton about it. Mostly because when I basically knew I didn't have a Switch and probably wasn't going to for a bit, I just kind of, excuse me, wasn't paying any attention to any of the games for it because it wasn't gonna make a difference. It was just gonna make me annoyed that I didn't have a Switch, so. Now that I've got my hands on one, I'm actually paying attention. Oh yeah, I love that the local library has a lot of multimedia stuff. They always have. Librarians for our local library system are fantastic. I got into a lot of comics and graphic novels because the library had them. That is where I first read Sandman, actually. And it's great. And then I bought some of the volumes at one of the library book sales, which are always highly dangerous. Sandman's a good read. Some of it's aged better than other parts of it, but overall it is still a very solid read. never had newer games, few older ones for 360 and such. Yeah, we're lucky to have actually a real extensive library. They've always been really good about having, like, audiobooks and accessibility stuff. The central branch is just a nice building. I always liked just going there to hang out and read. It's just open and welcoming. Only bought a couple things. The most dangerous day to go to the library book sale is the last one, where it's like, $2, whatever you fit in this paper bag. And it's one of those things where you can be like, well, it's helping the library, and if I don't like it, I'll donate it back. And it's like, no, I need to just not pick up things that I'm never going to read. Oh yeah, walking there would definitely be a good natural limitation on how many books. Books are heavy. When we moved last, I accidentally packed large boxes of books and then had to pick one up to try to move it to where we were staging them for people that were helping us move. And then realized that that was a real bad idea and had to repack them all into smaller boxes because they were way too heavy. Just because they all fit in the box doesn't mean that, it's going to be actually feasible. Yeah. Do. Trimming the grass. Idea how you carry all the books eventually move by your parents' place. Like I said, the secret is to not put them into too big of boxes. If you have a game store or a card shop around you, they get excellent boxes, and the ones that the Magic the Gathering bundles come in are perfectly sized for boxes that you can't overload them, but they pack really, really nicely. Street going to the central branch because the parking. Oh yeah, parking is awful at the central branch. Those ramps are not great, and the street parking is terrible. All the parking downtown is awful. Pond. Putting in a second pond. Oh, we're selling this pond. Okay, let's start with that. Sell the pond and this grass. It's a bit better on the west side. The Howard one's nice, it's just incredibly inconvenient for anyone not currently living in Howard. See if you can make room by moving magic cards first, though. Yeah! Those, 5-row boxes are a trap. Because they fit all your things, but man, they're heavy. Oh yeah, West Side does not have as much paid street parking, you are correct. Okay, we have bonsai to place. We'll put one here. We'll put one here. here. And here. Hooray! What are we missing? I don't have enough boxes to hold magic cards right now. The card boxes are nice. Because they're inexpensive and you can Sharpie on the side exactly what's in them. I used to sort mine by set. So I would just scribble on the side what set it was. I should really figure out how to put out there and how to, what to charge to just sort people's collections. Like, take a big pile of cards and give them an organized pile of stuff, because it's relaxing. And I don't really have that many cards anymore. Especially when we're not in a time crunch. Oh, for sure. And have a stretch while we look at our finished beautiful garden. I went from having giant pile of cards to having small pile of cards and some decks. Still have a handful I need to make go away. Bands in the garden. This one's been sitting here for a while. Let's do this one. Oh yeah, I still have all the cats. I haven't been actively working on the cats. Been picking them up here and there, and people still randomly drop them off. But, yep, I still have the cat collection. I still have 2 cat decks. Excuse me. I have my Cat Commander deck and my Naya Cat Modern. Neither of which has been updated in a very long time. And I kept some of the Pokemon stuff too. I've got a bunch of Meowths, shocking, I know. And just some other, just cute ones. Like the, Evolution. There was a box set of Eevee and Evolutions that were like very kind of pop art. That the art was super, super cool, so I ended up picking those up. Oh, and cats making friends. Happy good fun times, yeah. Oh yeah, I sold my old car to a coworker. So I took a bunch of Meowth Pokemon cards and shoved them into random places for him to find. Some more obvious than others. Like one in the center console, one on the visor, but one of them got shoved in a seam into the dash, so that one will probably never get found. Oh yeah, that was fun times. I had to let his partner in on it, because he did not do enough random exploring of his car. So she had to accidentally find one of them to kind of kick it off. Heavy air quote accidentally. She was also very entertained by the whole thing. Accidentally with about 17 quotes. Yes, that is accurate. Finish mowing the front yard here. We'll start in on the backyard. So I think once I finish the main missions for this game, which I think we're coming up on, because it's just giving us the HGTV missions, so I think we're through most of the base game ones. Or not HGTV. Oh, we could do the HGTV. I may take a break before we do HGTV. I picked up a game called Castle Flipper that's done by the company that did the VR version of this game. Because it was on sale and looked like it would be fun to play, so... So I figure that might be a nice break between House Flipper stuff. So I think I might bust that out after we finish the main storyline stuff for House Flipper and before we do the HGTV missions. Yeah, I still wish it was that easy to clean graffiti. Do. Also wish it was that easy to start and maneuver a lawnmower. For whatever reason, I am just the absolute worst at, like, the pull cord starting. Don't know if it's a technique thing or a shoulder strength thing or if I'm just bad and need to get good, but I have a heck of a time with those. It could be that they just don't like me. That seems like the most logical solution. Well, we'll go with that one. Let's get to you. Join me in this shared delusion. Oh wait, isn't that how cults start? These things happen. I'd make a good cult leader. I have the charisma for it. I mean, I don't plan on starting a cult. That seems like a lot of work and also highly problematic. But that doesn't mean I wouldn't be good at it. Oh yeah, cults are super problematic. Absolutely. This is in no way any sort of support in any way, shape, or form. I wonder if the Shano cult still exists. There's a small town around here that legit had a cult that... The what now? Oh, you've never heard about the Shano cult? Oh yeah, it's a thing. Though I have heard that they lost a lot of the property that they owned because they weren't paying taxes and whatnot on it, and, wow, why'd it dump me up here? That's weird. Oh, probably because that's where I started mowing. Yeah, it's, interesting and weird stuff. If you ever stop in Shano, there's a normal gas station and a very, very weird gas station just down the road from each other. Go to the normal one. I went to the weird one once. Turns out that was a cult gas station. I got real weird looks when I went in there. So I went to the other one, because, there was a line for pumps at the regular one. That's when I was working in Shano for a bit. I'm like, well, I'll just go to the other one. There's no one there. And then I found out why there was no one there. Yeah. Shano's weird. So yeah, the more you know. There's a YouTube video on it. Oh, fun. It has the history and stuff. That could be actually really interesting. Yeah, I hope if they're not quite 10.5 minutes long. Like I said, I don't know if they're still around or just diminished, but hopefully they're on their way out because, yeah. Not good. Cleaning up all the weeds. Doop 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 doo. Cleaning up all the walls. Doop 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 doo. Meow. Look how efficient we are. Aha! Let's plant some trees. One of these, and another one of these. %. I missed a weed somewhere. It's probably in one of these stupid flower beds. Help me, Minimap Kenobi. You're my only hope. Can't hop the hedge. Minimap Kenobi has good cadence. I like it. Also, shockingly, I'm a giant nerd. I know you're surprised. Surprised and horrified, because I'm so good at hiding it. I can be more sarcastic if it helps. Where is this one stupid weed left? Well, let's sell this garbage. That's better. Armchair and a... How can I hide this from you? I know. Been just artfully hiding it for years and years. Sorry you had to find out this way. You'll never be able to trust me again. Man, apparently that's a weird hitbox on that tree. I suppose I did do something productive last night. Where is this last stupid weed? That's literally all that's left. Ah! I I worked on a, there it is, cross stitch. The pattern that looked like it was going to be neat to stitch, and it's a two matching flower patterns from an old cross-stitch magazine, but it has been incredibly boring to stitch, and I am not doing the second one, but I'm stubborn and I'm gonna finish this one before I do something else. I think maybe next I'll make and start on the pattern I've been wanting to do. I have a couple patterns I want to make. But one of them I want to do a Darkest Dungeon. Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. For the wall. Because it's important to remind oneself of that. Apparently we are removing the lawn. So let's put in gravel first, and then grab the weeds that are left. Seems like the efficient way to do things. Also, why mow the lawn if I'm going to remove it? There, now they're much easier to see. Oh, this one wants different color gravel? That's okay. We still got the weeds. Problem is getting the lines right. So that it doesn't decrease too much percentage on the adjoining section. Looks like we did that well here. Excellent. Ornamental grass. Yeah. Okay. This looks like a very, like, southwestern lawn style. With the grasses and gravel. Well, I mean, the freedom of placement is partly because really, like, this part of the game is theoretically only, like, half the game. Because another big part of it is being able to, buy the houses and do what you want with them. Also a problem with the doors. Yeah. Game's slightly janky. But in a charming enough way. Here. Place some shrubs, do one here, and one here. I'm a little surprised this game doesn't have, like, a grid that you can turn on, because that would make some of this a lot easier to line up. But then I'd be more worried about everything lining up and matching perfectly, so, you know, this way lets me be more empathetic. So there's that. Sometimes there's value in that. It's been some flooding. In which case, we want to be doing more than clean this up, and I hope they had someone look at their foundation. fact, that was probably in the letter, or in the email about why we're here, but eh. That's a pretty little path. That's why it gives you the freedom of movement, so you can do stuff like that. I am not that talented. Or patient for that. Still says there's dirt. I don't know where it is. And we'll find it. I found it. Two-color gravel. Doo-doo-doo. These sections are nice and easy. You just fill them in. There we go. Good enough. Boop. Oh yeah, I don't trust my ability to make that path. Glad it's already there. Because it is pretty. Pretty difficult. Har har. Alright. Two-color. Oh good, it's the same as the one we were using here. That makes it much easier. I don't have to worry about my borders then. I love you too. I'm glad you appreciate my terrible puns and jokes. Alright, place some more shrubs. Come on now, we both know you also make those? Yes. And they're just as awful. We have compatible, terrible humor. Beautiful part of any friendship. If you ask me, it's fantastic humor. Fair point. I don't like these grasses that look super dead, but whatever. Maybe that'd be one way to not kill them. Out of curiosity. Okay, so we got all these, these. Just demolition and building. I've been getting some of it leveled up on the luxury stuff off stream. So one of the reasons I've been doing those. Oop. I watched that border. I think I just punked into the other one. Yep, sure did. And it uses a different one. Ah, I can replace that one. That's the part to be careful about with the gravel. Because now my gravel here is no longer at 100. There. Okay, apparently the press to the trash was the big dead tree. Duly noted. Okay, more single color gravel. Oh, it's gonna be 2-color gravel. Nope. Okay, now we do our 2-colored. God, this is hard to control. It's not much easier with the smaller thing of it. I mean, it is, but... it takes so much longer. There. I'm stuck in the corner. Stupid plants getting in my way. Okay. There. 1, 2 of these. Yes, I have mad hops. Secret gardener superpower, don't you know? The maddest of hops. Okay, that section's done. What else we got? Got at least one more section to go here. I'm not at 100 yet. We did this, we did this. Number 6. Right here? Oh, this one. Okay. Ooh, or 2-color gravel. I thought it was tri-colored gravel. Thought we were gonna get extra fancy there. Uh oh. Oh, that's not a section we have to deal with, so I don't have to worry about having... Oh, it's the same. Yeah, whatever. Not my problem. I'll take it. Yeah, that one's a little close to the pathway, but whatever. I'm not redoing it. It's fine indeed. And one of these big dead-looking boys. Yay! It's ugly, but it's done. Yeah, that is not my style. But we did the job to 100% and got paid for it, so woo! Yay, getting paid! Let's do the open air cinema. We can start with mow lawn and remove weeds, especially since most of that gets done when we mow the lawn. Some of your cousins have done that before. Yeah, I mean, it's a valid style, just not my jam. Like I said, I think that's more common in, like, Arizona. Oh, just played movies on a projector outside. Yeah, that also strikes me as a thing that one would want to do in a more stable climate. It's too hot here in summer and too cold in winter. I know there's a few parks that do that, though. It's like a drive-in or as a, like, bring a blanket. I think Fort Howard used to do that? Or the one that's over by Fort Howard? I think that was in summer and fall. Numbing all the grass with the mower. I'll take the trimmer and see what we missed. I think we got all of it. Well, it's no longer telling me to mow the lawn, so that's a good sign. Oops. Okay. So, lots of grass planting. Okay. We can handle that. Stupid tree. Getting in my way. I would also rather have wildflowers over grass. But that does take some setup to do properly and look nice and be low maintenance. Good for the bees and the butterflies and the birds. Game, you may think I'm done laying grass, but I'm not done laying grass. Whoops. I'll say when I'm done laying grass. That's nicer. I'm gonna try to get some of this dumb corner here with the tree. Boop. Looks like a roll of tape, like packing tape, when it's rolled up like that. I'm not really gonna be able to get up against the fence there anyway. See how well I lined this up. Pretty well. Oop. Mowed the lawn 95%. There we go. Oops. Helps when it faces the correct direction. I don't know why it keeps defaulting backwards. Yeah. Line it up here. Clean up a little bit here. Yeah, it's gonna take 2 passes with this size, that's fine. Nope. I think I may as well get all the lawn rolling done at once here. I'll have to clean up a little bit, but that got most of it. There it is. Do. Oh good, I did place that properly so it's not getting caught on the fence posts. That was fairly satisfying. Oh. I was hoping. Nope. Wrong button. There we go. Yeah, we'll clean that up a touch. There we go. And then I think it's just this section left. Then we're done with the turf, which I think was the majority of the job, honestly. I think it's crooked. Yep. I didn't check it closely enough for making sure it was straight. Alright, I think that's it for turf laying, and I think we're done in the front as well. Nice. Oh, except here. We have some plants. Yeah, it looks a ton better already. Alright, now the front's done. So now we just have the various cinema-related stuff here. Let's not put the projector screen backwards, probably. Alright, so there's gonna be some paving slabs. Let's get the... Why not? You monster. Be a grill and some paving stones here, paving of stones and seating, and I think that's it, so let's do that. At least these are nice and easy to line up. I do appreciate that. Figured they were the same one, but wanted to make sure. Okay, we got a bunch of chairs, umbrella, a weird couch, and a coffee table. Let's start with the weird couch, I guess. Yeah, I wasn't kidding with the weird couch. Well done. We made theater. Yeah, even just getting the grass filled in helped so much. Flooded garden? Okay. Man, I forgot how many missions there were in this DLC. Come on. This was the very first House Flipper DLC, was the garden one. Alright, let's keep cleaning up trash and debris. And that cleaned up rather nicely, actually. Alright, this section's good. This'll need grass roll, this'll need grass roll. This'll need stuff. This'll need stuff. Go back to weeding. Alright, let's do our grass roll. And we'll get that little sliver on the end just to make it look nicer. And because it won't take very long. There we go. Okay, that section's done. This just wants plants. Can do. There. And more grass roll. Okay, that should get most of it. Yeah, I assumed that area needed grass too. Let's... clean up this little section here. With this little bitty triangle here. Whip. Mm, 97, so I do have to get this little strip here. Okay. Triangle be gone. Actually, let's do it from here, because we can line it up better to make a nice square. There we go. Alright, that section's done. This area wants grass roll too? Okay. We can do that. Let's go this way. Maybe if I can see. Ooh, I hit that edge nicely. Especially for not being able to easily see where I was laying. Nice. I don't want that edge. May as well. Again with the backwards roll. So we'll get most of it and then get that other strip down the end there. Yeah. There, that should do it for the front yard. Only I've still got some weeds to find. Oh, I think I see at least one of them over by the tree there. Yep, let's take care of those quick. There we go. Back to grass roll. Now a little teeny gap on the other side. I'd rather overlap on one side and know that I don't have to do both edges. Nice. That looks so much better. Get a little bit around this bush, make it look a little nicer. I won't be able to get all of it, but that's a little better. Okay, let's finish up this corner. And right here. There. This just wants plants. This wants concrete and stuff, so we don't need to put grass. Excellent. I think that's it for the grass. Except for this little corner, which I'm gonna get just to make it look nice. There we go. Much better. Okay, so we're gonna put some plants here. Two of whatever this is. Two of these. And 2 of these. There. That looks nice. Alright, let's take care of this. Big old tent. Oh yeah, very funky pillows. Definitely flowers, but at first glance they do look like blood splatters. I think the benches were supposed to go inside the tent, but whatever. Great for a children's hospital. Hey, I played Theme Hospital back in the day. It was a very silly but surprisingly difficult game. Old Tumblr joke. Nice. Alright, I think all we have left is this big area back here. Oh boy, it's one of those, like, funky pattern sort of things. Goody. I'm sure that'll end well. So it's gonna end up uneven because I don't want to bother counting it out beforehand. Gonna be a case of it fits where it fits. I'll try to make it look nice, but eh. Do what you can, especially when you don't want to spend 10 hours on it. Which you absolutely could. Alright, we'll put one extra so it's squared at least. Oh, it just wanted a mix of both of them in combination. Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna put down some more turf then. Just to tidy it up. I do what I can and what I feel like. Especially if that's above and beyond the specs. Which this definitely qualifies as. But it will look much nicer. I always end up with extra budget on these anyway. Must have had it slightly crooked. There, that does look much nicer. Okay. Back to actual tasks at hand. Fireplace. Some more weird benches. That one is crooked. There we go. And some more trees and shrubbery. One here. One here. Just a couple more. Ah! That I'm apparently going to have a hard time fitting because I didn't realize how gigantic they were. Might have to redo some of this. I can't see. Whoops. Okay. In that case, we'll put those two over here. I thought they were smaller. Really? Man, these are huge. Oh, you can pick them up where they're planted. I don't know if that was always an option. We're just gonna redo these. There we go. Now they'll all fit. Let's replant these. Bushes are huge. Yay, we're done. Oh, that looks so much nicer. Oh, clean up after a construction project? So I'm pretty sure contractors are supposed to clean up after themselves. The bottles concern me a bit. I mean, we've seen the bottles up close. They're all family-friendly bottles. No alcohol here. That would give them a higher rating. The bottles, yeah. Because we saw them on the counter in one of the jobs. Because that way they can avoid it being alcohol use. Only the bottles bother me? No. No. It is among the things that bother me. Like, the driveway being muddy, sure. I understand that. That makes sense. Yep, we have shovel out, so therefore we are planting things, obviously. No other explanation. Oop. Oh yeah, lawnmower is great. Because I used to have to kind of go around the trees and stuff, and it was the worst. I'm so glad they changed that. You'd have to basically go around them and then go back and trimmer, and it just took forever and sucked. I'll have to go back around with the trimmer anyway. That's okay. More realistic, but also, yes. Agreed. But also highly annoying. We're almost done with the lawn mowing. I'm so glad it gets the weeds, though, because that does make sense. Okay, now we weed trimmer the moleholes for some reason. Yeah, we don't question that one. Just go along our edges with a weed trimmer. I think we got it. Man, those pellets get good distance. I'm impressed. Pellets are heavy, and not particularly aerodynamic. I mean, I don't think they're particularly aerodynamic. Okay, I think that's most of the cleanup part. Don't have to worry about... You ever tried throwing one with sufficient force? Not recently. I'm sure I have. Mom used to pick up, old pallets to bust up for, campfire. The trend towards... I think it's kind of died down now, finally, but there was a trend of reclaiming pallet wood to make furniture out of, and just... I have issues with that. It's, not wood that's been made or treated for long-term use. And I question the structural integrity and longevity of any furniture made with it, especially if it's for outdoors. Just, that bothers me. Just not a good idea. And at the point you're getting, like, I guess, nice pallets and pallet wood, you should just be getting decent lumber anyway. You can reclaim it from other places and finish it that are actually designed for not to be as disposable as possible. Also, most of the furniture ideas and projects I've seen with that were ugly as sin. And looked deeply uncomfortable. Okay, so this area wants grass roll as well. Let's do that. So much grass maintenance in this pack. Nice. Lined that up perfectly without trying. Ow. Almost done. Whip. Okay, that's done. Let's get our walkway here. Oh, I suppose I could have. I think it wants to be like this, given how few it's requiring. There. It's fine. Let's clean up these edges a touch. There we go. Much nicer. Hoping these will be big enough that I don't really have to worry about what's underneath them. I think I'll be okay. Yeah, that is a lot of plants. We made them fit. Now we have the same amount of plants. And again, we will make them fit. Hooray! They're all counted as in the area. One of those is too far in. Or I can't count. I think it's this one. There! Perfect. Looks awful. More grass roll. Yeah, let's get this one done in one swoop. Oh, I have to move it over a little. Alright, I think that's all of the front done. Nice. Decking board. Grass roll. Oh, this one's grass roll too. Okay. How about this section? Nope. Okay. Alright, so we just have the last few backyard sections here. Looks like. But I think we're gonna leave it here for today. This will be a good pause point on this job, since we've got the front done. We've got the grass rolled out for the back. So it's just construction and laying tiles and stuff in these back areas. Then we have at least one other job for the garden DLC stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna head out for today. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you had a good morning. Hope this is a good way to start your day. And hang out and chill. I will be back tomorrow. Not sure what with. I haven't decided yet if it's going to be more of this, Portia, or something else. I'll probably figure it out tomorrow and see what I feel like playing. But I'll be back with something. Thanks again. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Bye!